Namaste students, welcome to our statistics class, and we completed, as you know, we completed arithmetic mean problems and as well as weighted arithmetic mean problems. But there are some properties on arithmetic mean, so based on this you may get questions, and these properties you may get for 5 marks or each properties you may get for 1 mark. What is the minimal property of mean and what is that sigma x minus x bar is equal to 0 and combined arithmetic mean. So these properties individually you may get for 1 marks or the properties of mean you may get for 5 marks. And based on these problems you have some problems. Based on these properties you have some problems. It might be 5 marks or 1 mark kind of problems. Now firstly we will see what are those properties. So here the first property, the algebraic sum of deviations of a given set of observation taken from their mean is 0. What is that? The algebraic sum means sigma. Algebraic sum of deviations means differences. The sum of the deviations of a given set of observation from a set of observation. The set of observation means these are the set of observation taken from their mean. Set of observations mean we need to find out initially, then deviations from that mean and sum. Mean is 0. So the sum of the deviations of the given set of observation taken from their mean is 0. Sigma x minus x bar is equal to 0. That is the first property. Then second one, minimal property of mean. Minimal property of mean means the square of deviations. The square of deviations, that means the sum of the squares of deviations from their arithmetic mean is 0. Means if we square this property, we will get the least value. If this is 0 means if we square this particular property, whatever we get from this, if we square this, obviously we will get there 0. So it is the least. Not here it is 0, it is least. Then third one, combined arithmetic mean. There will be two sets of observation. We combine the two sets of observation. N1 x bar 1, N2 x bar 2, N1 plus N2. So there is separate formula for combined arithmetic mean, and the problems based on combined arithmetic mean you may get for 5 marks. So this combined arithmetic mean problems are very important compared to the first property and second property of arithmetic mean. So here it is a combination of two sets of observations. Two observations will be given there. So we need to find out the mean of those two sets of observation. Now see the first property there, the algebraic sum of deviations of a given set of observation taken from their mean is 0. Now here there is example. In that particular example, for the following data, for this observation, we need to show that sigma x minus x bar is equal to 0. We need to prove this first property, whether we get it is 0 or not. Now how to find out? Firstly, the set of observations. We need to write the given set of observation. The set of observations are 11, 13, 7, 10, 15, 3, 12, 11, 4 and 14. See then how many sets of observation? 10. Altogether 10 observations are there. Now in order to get this, what we need to find out initially? Initially we need to find out the mean. Then we need to take the difference. Then we need to find out the deviations. After that we need to total sigma. So initially we need to find out the mean here. Now how to find out mean for ungrouped data? We can see it is ungrouped data. So here we need to make the total of observation. So here mean formula goes like x bar is equal to sigma x by n. Now we need to total it. When we total it, we get here as 100. So we get the sigma x as 100 here. Here we get sigma x as 100 and we know that we have here 10 number of observations. So here 100 sigma x is 100 by 10. We get here mean as 10. We get here mean as 10. Now we got the mean here. Now we need to find out the deviations. X minus x bar. So here x minus x bar. X minus x bar. Which are the x values? These are the x values. So x minus the mean x bar. So here 11 minus 10 1. Here 13 minus 10 3. 7 minus 10 that is minus 3. 10 minus 10 0. 15 minus 10 5. 3 minus 10 minus 7. 12 minus 10 2. 11 minus 10 1. 4 minus 10 minus 6, 14 minus 10 4. Now total. When we total, what is that? Sigma x minus x bar. Now this total we call it as sigma, the sum of x minus x bar. You total it now, we get here 0. When we total, we get there 0. So hence we showed that sigma x minus x bar is 0. Obviously, the algebraic sum of deviations means difference taken from the set of observations arithmetic mean. The taken from the observations arithmetic mean is 0. Now, here what happens? The sigma, the sum of the deviations. So these are the difference between mean and the x. So deviations taken from their arithmetic mean. So this difference we have taken from the arithmetic mean is 0. That is first property. So second one, the same thing. The sum of square of deviations. The sum of square of deviations taken from their arithmetic mean is the least. Now, if we square this, what do we get? If we square this, what do we get? It's 0 itself. It is the least. So that is the second property. So this is about first and second property. And third property, as I said, it's a combined arithmetic mean. Two sets of series will be given. We need to find out the combined arithmetic mean. Under this, you need to solve some of the problems. So now further we'll see the problems under combined arithmetic mean. Now we'll see problems under a third property, that is combined arithmetic mean. Now read the problem there. The mean age of a group of 40 students is 16 years and the mean age of another group of 60 students is 20 years. Find the mean age of 100 students together. So here formula goes like, firstly we will write the formula here, that is x bar c, combined arithmetic mean. So here n1 into x bar 1 plus n2 into x bar 2 divided by n1 plus n. So what is this n1? It's the number of observation of first series, the mean of first series, number of observation of another series, mean of another series. So here we need to find out the n1, x bar 1, n2, x bar 2. So now if you see here, the mean age of group of 40 students. See here 40 students we get there. That 40 students, the mean age is 16 years. Understand the question? The mean age of group of 40 students. This group of 40 students mean is 16 years and the mean age of another group of 62 students is 20 years. Another group of 60 students is 20 years. Another group of 60 students, the mean age is 20 years. Now, find the mean age. Find the mean age of 100 students together. Which 100 students? That is 40 plus 60, altogether 100 students. So we need to find out the combined arithmetic mean of this 100 students. Now we can see their group of 40. What is that group of 40? So that is the number of observation. The first series, we get there 40. Now, that 40 students, mean age is 16 years. That is, x bar 1, it is 16 years. That is the mean of first series. Then, another group of 60 students. That is, N2 is equal to 63. Another group of people, means number of observations, that is 60, and their mean is 20 years, and their mean is 20 years. So now we need to find out the mean of these 100 students. 100 means this 40 plus 60, that is 100 students mean age. So in this problem, firstly you need to identify what is a N1 and what is N2, what is x bar 1 and what is x bar 2. So you need to read the sentence properly. The mean age of a group of 40, that group of people which they will give, that is always N1 and N2. Your group of people will be always N1 and N2, and their mean is given. Mean is given as 16 and 20. See, understand the question here. Mean age they have given. Mean is given sentence, but mean age of group, this number will come first. So this is not a mean. This is N1. Mean is 16. Read the sentence properly, or else you will get confused there. Now we will move to the problem now. How to solve the problem? Firstly, we need to write there the given values. Which values are given in the problem? So write the solution there. Then write the given. What is given there? N1 is equal to 40 and their mean. X bar 1 is equal to 16. Then another group, N2 is equal to 16 and their mean is equal to 20. So this information they have provided in the problem. Now combine arithmetic mean. Computation of combined arithmetic mean. So write the problem solution formula. Take down the formula, that is x bar c underscore c. So n1 into x bar 1 plus n2 into x bar 2 divided by n1 plus n2. Now substitute into the formula there. When you substitute, here n1 you have, it is 40 into x bar 2, x bar 1 it is 16 plus n2 is 60 into x bar 2 is 20 divided by 40 plus 60. Now here 40 into 16 we get there 640 plus 60 into 20, then we get 1200 divided by 40 plus 60, 100. Now 640 plus 1200. When we add that, we get there 1840 divided by 100. And now here we get 1840 by 100. We get there 18.4 years. Their combined arithmetic mean or the combined average is 18.4. So this is about the first problem, that is computation of combined arithmetic mean. But here in this case it is not necessary that always they need to tell us to find out combined arithmetic mean by giving direct information of x bar 1, n1, x bar 1, n2, sometimes here this x bar c will be given and n1 x bar 1 will be given and here x bar 2 will be missing. Some other time this information will be giving and all other information will be given, n2 will be missing. Sometimes n1 and n2 both will be missing, or some other time x bar 1 and x bar 2 both will be missing. So there are variety of you get variety of problems here, but whatever it is, the problems you will get in the form of word problems. This will be always word problem. So firstly you need to identify what is n1, n2, x bar 1 and x bar 2. If you are failed to identify these terms, then you will not able to solve the problem. See, this problem is very important. This particular problem, it may come for 5 marks. It may come for 5 marks, and other properties that may or may not come, only properties may come for 1 or 2 marks. Now if you do not understand any of the problems what we are solving here, you can clarify or you need to ask questions over texting or you can call to us. So here many formulas are there. So this is the last formula in case of arithmetic mean. This is the last formula in case of arithmetic mean. We started with ungrouped data, direct and deviation formula. Then we moved towards grouped data, discrete, direct and deviation formula. Then later on we moved towards in case of grouped, continuous, direct and deviation formula. After that we have seen weighted arithmetic mean one formula. Then we also have seen their formula. There is no change in the formula. That is how to find out the missing frequency. And here we have seen 3 properties also we have seen. That is first one, algebraic sum of deviations of a set of observation taken from their mean is 0. That is the first property, that is sigma x minus x bar is equal to 0. And the second property, the squared sum of deviations taken from their arithmetic mean is the least. That is the second property, and this is the third property, and this is the last formula under arithmetic mean. Now we have some other problems in case of combined arithmetic mean. Now nextly we will see which are those problems under combined arithmetic mean. Now we will see another problem under combined arithmetic mean. Now read the problem here. The mean marks of students in 2 sections A and B of a class is 62. Now here this is mean marks of students of a class A and B, both the sections mean marks is 62. What does it mean? The mean marks of A and B is 62 means it's a combined arithmetic mean is given as 62. So it is the mean marks of both the section, that is 62. The mean marks of students in section A is 70. The mean marks of students in section A is 70. Here they have not given the number of students, just mean marks of section A is given, that is 70. That is nothing but x bar 1 is 70. Then if the number of students in section A and B are 30 and 35. What is this 30 and 35? This 30 and 35 are number of students. n1 is equal to 30, then n2 is equal to 35. Then continue. Then find the mean marks of students in section B. So what we need to find out here? Here we need to find out the mean marks of section of students in section B. The mean marks of the students of section B. So x bar 2 we need to find out. What is missing here? The mean marks of section B is missing. See here in the first sentence they mentioned there the mean marks of both the sections. Mean marks of students of 2 sections A and B of a class is 62. So this is nothing but combined arithmetic already given there, and the mean marks of student A, mean marks of section A is given, that is one particular section's mean marks, so it is x bar 1. X bar 1 is given there. Then later they have given the number of students in each section, that is 30 and 35. That is nothing but N1 and N2. Then we need to find out the mean marks of section B. Mean marks of section B, that is x bar 2 is missing. Now firstly write the given values. Write the given values. Given values are, firstly we have x bar C combined arithmetic mean as 62. Then we have x bar 1 as 70. X bar 1 is 70 there. Then we have the information of N1 as 30 and N2 as 35. So what is missing here? X bar 2 is missing. In the given problem, x bar 2 is missing. Right there, x bar C is equal to N1 into x bar 1 plus N2 into x bar 2 divided by x N1 plus N. Now substitute into the formula there. We know that x bar C is given there, that is combined arithmetic mean as 62, and we know the value of N1 as 30 into x bar 1 is 70 plus N2 is 35, but x bar 2 is missing there, right, as it is x bar 2. Then 30 plus 35, N1 plus N2. Now here we have 62. When we add 30 plus 35, here we get 65. When we add 30 plus 35, here we get 65. So take that 65 here. 62 into this is equal to 30 into 70 plus 35 x bar 2. Now next, 62 into 65, there we get 4030 is equal to 30 into 70, there we get 2100 plus 35 x bar 2 as it is. Now 4030 minus 2100 is equal to 35 x bar 2. Now 4030 minus 2100, what do we get there? There we get 1930. There we get 1930 is equal to 35 x bar 2. Now 1930 divided by 35 is equal to x bar 2. Now 1930 divided by 35, there we get 55.14 as x bar 2. So here we get 55.14 as x bar 2. So this is about the second problem under combined arithmetic mean. As I said, it's not necessary that always we need to find out combined arithmetic mean. Sometimes these terms also missing. So here we got x bar 2 as 55.14. So with this we'll wind up with today's class, and in tomorrow's class we'll see some other problems related to combined arithmetic.